Welcome to Bizarre Phenomena. If you want to continue in Hindi, please click the link above. The Baak, as described in the Folktales of Assam, is a shape-shifting entity, able to mimic humans so convincingly that one may not know they're face to face with this malevolent creature. Some say it can even walk on skin, blending seamlessly with its surroundings, making it almost impossible to detect. Known for its mastery of mimicry, the Baak can shift its form, assuming the appearance of those it encounters. Fishermen and travelers alike have told tales of meeting a familiar face near the water, only to later discover it was the Baak in disguise. Typically dwelling near bodies of water, the Baak is especially dangerous at night. Fishermen, unaware of its presence, become easy prey as it strikes silently, its intentions rarely benevolent. Taller than any man, the Baak possessed an emaciated frame draped in seaweed-like rags. Its skin, the sickly green of stagnant water, bore scales that shimmered faintly. Claws, like the talons of a monstrous fish, tipped its skeletal fingers. But the most terrifying aspect was its eyes, bottomless pools that glowed a malevolent, bioluminescent blue. They seemed to hold the secrets of forgotten shipwrecks and the chilling emptiness of the abyss. The Baak craved not just flesh but terror. It fed on the primal fear it instilled in its victims, growing stronger with every scream. The villagers knew this well, avoiding the water's edge after dusk. Legends spoke of those who vanished, their fates sealed with a single, chilling gurgle. Yet, even a creature as sinister as the Baak has its vulnerabilities. According to legend, one way to defeat or tame the Baak is by stealing the small pouch it carries at its waist. This pouch is said to hold great power, and removing it weakens the creature. But how does one protect themselves from such a dangerous entity? In Assam, it is believed that if you suspect someone is a Baak, you should watch where they hide or guard things. And when near water at night, never take your eyes off the path, for the Baak strikes when your guard is down. In the emerald embrace of Assam's hills, whispers of the Baak clung to the mist-shrouded village of Unveil. This wasn't your typical demon. The Baak was born from the very essence of the region's waterways. It dwelled in the inky depths, a creature of malice woven from moonlight and shadows. Amidst the rolling hills and tranquil rivers of Assam, life unfolds with simplicity and purpose. Here, in this quiet village, Kunal, a strong and determined young man, carries the weight of his daily tasks with pride. Like many in his village, Kunal's days often begin in the paddy fields, where his hands nurture the very grains that sustain his family. The work is hard, but the earth is fertile, and his connection to the land is strong. Whether tending to the fields or crafting the tools of daily life, Kunal's hands know the rhythm of the village. Today, he weaves a bamboo fence, a skill passed down through generations, ensuring the boundaries of his home are secure. Along the river, Kunal takes time to repair his fishing nets, for the waters offer not just beauty, but sustenance. Every stitch he makes ensures that tomorrow's catch will feed his loved ones, just as his father taught him. Hard work follows Kunal even into the woods, where firewood must be gathered to fuel the hearths of his home. With every swing of the axe, he provides warmth for the coming night. His duties extend beyond the fields and river, for the cattle must also be cared for. Kunal's connection to these animals is one of mutual respect, a bond that ties man and nature together. As the day comes to a close, Kunal rests. The work is never ending, but there is peace in the routine, and a deep sense of purpose in every task completed. As the village prepared for the annual festival, Kunal was at the heart of it all. He moved from one task to another with purpose, hanging colorful confetti flags from bamboo poles, arranging earthen lamps along the village paths. Children laughed and followed him around, asking for help or showing him their own small tasks. The village festival reached its peak. Kunal, now dressed in traditional attire, joined the other men in performing a cultural dance. The rhythm of the drums and the melodic tune of the flutes echoed through the village as the dancers moved in sync, their movements graceful yet powerful. After the performance, Kunal sat among the villagers, cross-legged on the grass, as they gathered for the grand feast. Plates of rice, fish, and traditional dishes were passed around, and the laughter of friends and family filled the air. One moonlit night, young Kunal, known for his reckless curiosity, defied tradition and went for fishing. He stood at the river's edge, captivated by its unnatural stillness. The air hung heavy, the silence broken only by an unsettling gurgling sound that seemed to emanate from the depths. As he ventured closer, the water itself seemed to recoil, an oily sheen spreading outward.
Why disturb my slumber, you little morsel?
The bark rumbled, its voice a chorus of dripping water and scraping stones. Kunal, voice trembling, declared his desire to see the truth behind the legend.
You seek the truth, and the truth will consume you.
With a speed that belied its bulk, the bark lunged. Kunal barely dodged, the fetid water splashing against his face. He fumbled for his lantern, its weak flame a pathetic defiance against the oppressive darkness. Yet, as the light touched the bark's scaled skin, the creature recoiled with a hiss. Kunal's hope flickered as he clutched a fallen branch, hastily wrapping it with cloth. He thrust it into the lantern's flame, wielding fire as his weapon. The bark circled him, its bioluminescent eyes burning with a cold fury.
You cannot defeat a being of the water? This is my domain.
But Kunal, emboldened, charged. The torch blazed, casting dancing shadows on the water's surface. The bark seemed to shrink back, its form flickering as if the light burned not just its flesh but its very essence. With a final, desperate lunge, Kunal plunged the torch into the bark's chest. A shriek, unlike anything earthly, erupted from the creature. Its body convulsed, tendrils of steam rising as the flames devoured it. The water itself seemed to boil, a monstrous thrashing shaking the very ground. Then, silence. Only the faint hiss of extinguished flames remained. Kunal, shaken but half immersed in river water, surveyed the scene. The bark was gone. Nothing but a wisp of acrid smoke lingering in the air. Kunal swam back to river bank, exhausted. News of Kunal's encounter spread like wildfire. As the first light of dawn touched the sleepy village, villagers gathered near the riverbank. Their hushed voices carried the weight of the previous night's mysteries. Faces etched with concern and curiosity, they sought answers in the gentle glow of morning. The bark remains a haunting presence in Assam's folklore, a symbol of the unknown dangers that lurk in the quiet places of nature. For those who dare to venture near its waters, remember this: not everything is as it seems, and the bark might be watching. Stay vigilant, or the bark may come for you next. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, please like, share. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends and family.